Evening, y'all. Christy here. It is Thursday, 10/20/2022, and I thought I'd hop on real quick because I'm watching the Astros play, but I still want to make sure I get my video in. I wanted to let you know I did day 3, piece of cake, but like I said, haven't had any temptations. Except today when I went to get my nails done, she was like, would you like some champagne? And I was like, no, sorry, can't indulge. I'm on this challenge, and I told her about it, and she was like, oh, wow. She goes, I know you'll do fabulous on it. She goes, the amount of time I've known you, you seem like once you make your mind on something, then you stay focused and you're going to accomplish it. So I kind of was, felt that was nice because, she's only been doing my nails for maybe since the summertime. And so it was a little bit before the summer. I take that back. Probably since March she started doing my nails. And so, I think it was pretty nice that she just happened to say, oh, well, that's not going to be a big deal for you. But I was like, it really is. It's just not right now because it's new. So it's not hard yet. Especially, like I said, this challenge is going to go all the way into December 31st. So I've got to go through all the holidays. But, anyways, this challenge is for mental toughness. Like I said, it's for grit. It's to prepare you and push you to the very brink of almost wanting to quit. Because everybody's been there where you get pushed so far that it just seems like it's easier to give up. And so that's what this challenge does. It pushes you and pushes you and pushes you. It makes you want to quit, but then you're supposed to find that next level of thought and actually just have the no other option mentality, that if you don't do this, then you revert back to who you were and who you don't want to be. So this is why I really like this challenge, because I'm going to live with that. There's no other option. If I don't do this, then I go back. And all this progress that I'm trying to make, then it all gets wiped away. And so that's why it's extremely important for me to change all facets of me. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all of that. So that, like I said, I can prepare myself for this new journey. So I started reading a new book. It's about, the power of thoughts and the thought process and how powerful thoughts are and how they really do shape your emotions and your feelings and your overall life in general. I forgot to bring the book. I left it on the coffee table in the living room. I'll show you tomorrow, but it's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And it goes deep into the thought process and how it plays into your success or your failures. And my quote for today is from that book. It says, both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. So, and that's by Napoleon Hill. So the way I interpret that is that you can either be rich or poor. It just all depends on your mentality, what your thought process is. If you think big, you're going to achieve big. If you think low, you're going to achieve low. Or if you give up because you think it's too hard, you're never going to move forward. And so another thing that I thought was interesting that the book pointed out, and this book was written in 1931, if I'm not mistaken, or 41, can't remember. I'll get the details and clarify them more tomorrow. But the beginning, it already tells you how important thoughts are. It says thoughts are powerful things when mixed with purpose, persistence, and a burning desire. They can translate into riches or other material objects. And basically, what I'm getting from this is that it's your thought process that gets in the way of whether you succeed or whether you fail. And I've seen a lot of that throughout my history, starting my own business with my best friend, and how we just the way we had to think to succeed. And when we were thinking that it wasn't going to work, then we felt like it wasn't going to work. So I could see where that plays into it. But I kind of like this piece that he mentions in here that, if you define, your purpose, and it's definite, and you define it, and then if you stand by that purpose and you don't waver until it becomes an obsession, is what he says. And once it becomes an all-consuming obsession, then that means you have given 100% to it, and you're all in. So you have no other options, because if you don't go all in, you're going to fail, and you're going to fail miserably, and you're not going to be able to survive. So I thought that was pretty interesting, because this is still relevant today, even though he started talking about it in his time, back in the 40s, I think, late 30s, early 40s. And I liked how he said in his book that oftentimes opportunity comes disguised as a misfortune or a temporary defeat. He says that most people don't recognize opportunity because it happens to come in when they're at their lowest point, and it feels like that something bad has happened to them, or they feel like they've been defeated, and opportunity is staring you right in the face. And that just absolutely makes sense to me. Like on this journey since March, there's times where I felt like, what am I doing? I'm defeated. But, like I said, I just had this purpose and this calling that I had to get up and keep going. My dogs, as usual. That there was just this drive to keep going. And, my mind was made up. I know I have a purpose, and I know I'm meant for more, and I can't stop. I'm all in. I've adopted that mentality. I am all in. I have no other choice. It's a zero option mentality. If I don't do this, then I go back to this, and that's not an option for me. I don't want to go back there. It's taken me so much time since I realized I wanted to go on this journey, and now I'm finally getting comfortable in my skin, and I'm finally being okay with being vulnerable and putting myself out there and letting people see that I don't have all the answers. I don't pretend to have all the answers, and I'm going to make mistakes, and I'm going to have good days and bad days. I'm pretty sure I'll have another one of those days where I could barely talk and I'm almost crying. But, like I said, I just got to take the day for a win. If I accomplish my 5 critical tasks, it's a win. And my laundry still hasn't been hung up, but that's going to be one of my critical tasks for tomorrow. I'm going to replace the read 10 pages a day, because that's not a habit I need to form. I already read every single day, multiple times a day, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. So that's what he said. If there's one that becomes that you already have a habit and it's not really a big deal for you to do it, then replace it with something that you don't like to do, and that it's going to be a struggle for you to do. And mine is going to be my struggle is hanging up my clean laundry. So I think I'm going to maybe replace that next week. I'll stick with my 10 pages, and then I'll get to that clean laundry that needs to be hung up. It's clean. It just needs to be hung up. But I just wanted to let you guys know before I go back and watch the game that I made it through another day, and I feel great. Actually, I feel really good. And but like I said, still it's the honeymoon phase. I haven't got into the hard part yet. When it's freezing and raining outside, or it's pouring down rain. So haven't got to that part yet. So right now, it's cool and it's chilly in the morning, but it's not bone chilling. So it's pretty easy for me to get out there and go. And really, I really thought I would miss having my little cocktail at night, my little beer, but I haven't, I just haven't even thought about it. But that's not to say when I get around family and friends that, hey, that's going to be the true test. But I'm not really afraid, but I'm nervous, because it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I have to say no, or, but I don't care. at that, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm just so tired of worrying about what other people think and what other people have to say. It's just, you know, this is me. I'm finally taking the layers off, peeling back the onion, per se. And I'm going to become the best version of myself. And you can like it or you don't have to like it. You know, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't need validation. You know, I'm doing it for me. And the people that I'm supposed to help eventually down the line when I fix myself. So just wanted to come on, hop on, tell you guys you're great, become a champion. I don't know, I'm tired. I forgot my motto. Oh, delete regrets, hit reset, and unleash your new mindset. Yeah, it's been another long day, but I'm still going. I still got a smile, so. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Tomorrow, hopefully not tomorrow night. Maybe I'll get on a little earlier, but I don't know. Who knows what the day brings. Have a good night. See you later.